Hey guys, what is up? It's Kingpin, and I'm finally back for an update talk and just catch up with all you guys, talking about the game, summarizing how to join our band, Scorch Supreme, 1800 requirement trophies to join and play with me. I'm highly competitive, and I'm now a top 1,000 brawler, guys. I'm just top 1,000 in the US, and I'm really excited to keep pushing and climbing. At the moment, I'm the leader still. We have a feeder clan. It's called Scorch Jibs, and it's a 0 trophy requirement. We have about 26 people in that band. But yeah, we're trying to expand and really build a big foundation for Scorch. And I love Scorch Supreme, and I've just stayed with it ever since the start of the game. Okay, back to an update talk with how I'm playing in the game right now. So much has happened, guys. If you're playing the game currently, or haven't played much about it recently, the biggest thing to know now is a new upgrade system and a new progression system in the game. There's also a new interface, and yeah, there's a new brawler, Daryl. Everyone knows that by now. And yeah, there's so much that's been happening lately. Where do I start? I think I should start at the upgrades. So previously, before the big update, about a month ago, we used to have chips and elixir, right? Well, now those have been diminished and they're now gone. The chip to the gem ratio, they were converted to gems, was 1:3. So if you had 30 chips, you had 90 gems, and it was rounded to the nearest 10th. So if you had like 86, it would round up to 90. Obviously for round figures, and that's basically about it. And then for elixir, for one elixir you get 40 bolts. Roughly it takes about 2,700 bolts to max out a brawler. So that's 15 elixir, that's 15 times 40. I can't do that math right now, but it's roughly before 2,500 bolts, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Supercell really made the game much harder to progress, but I think it's really good for the longevity of it, for the progression of the player pool, and so then players have incentive to grind every day and to really play a lot. So I'm hopping into a match right now with Crow. I really love Crow, even though they recently, not recently, but like a few weeks ago, they had nerfed him for his OPness apparently. And as you saw right there, they did give him a buff when there was a new update with his super. He just hops all over the place now. It's not really flying. He's just going from place to place, jumping, and it's just really strong and it's much faster, and it's really hard to predict where he's gonna go now because certain people don't. He used to fly for so long, and then Piper's just aimed down the long sides and just tracked you and just sniped you down. Now I'm gonna also talk about the brawlers the top brawlers in the game. And the brawlers you should stay to upgrading at the moment. I'll tell you guys what to upgrade because I know these brawlers, even though nerfing them, they won't nerf them really heavily. They'll still be balanced and really strong in the game. Right now in my order, the best brawler in the game is clearly Colt, one of the biggest damage outputs in the game. He is super strong, and he's just a really strong brawler overall. And then we have Ricochet at the 2 spot. Him and Colt can dominate all modes amazingly, which is just super strong and really good as a pair when paired up together for support characters. At 3, it could be Crow or Barley. They're both really strong in any game mode. Bounty would be leaning more towards Crow, and Heist, they're both evenly on that. And then Smash and Grab, they're both really strong, and then Brawl Ball, they're fine there. So overall, they're both really good brawlers, and the brawlers should stay away from upgrading, guys, and especially not getting a star power if it's not too late. But it's Poco and Piper, and I think maybe Pam. Pam, she's okay. She's medium range, but off the top of my head, I can't really think of anyone else. I got Bo. He has 6. Primo or Brock. Now that I see them, they're definitely like at the bottom for star power upgrades. Don't get me wrong, they're really strong, but star powers, you should soft max them. And what I mean by soft max is at the moment I have 4 maxed out brawlers, 50 brawlers with 4 star powers, and I have like 3 or 4 soft max brawlers. Basically, what soft max means is there's not really an incentive to get their super, because the super is just, it's not really worth 1,000 balls, because 1,000 balls that could be invested into another brawler really strong, but it can also make the difference in a brawler. Like for example, you'd want to invest in crows or ricochet or Colts, because Colts, for example, it increases speed, so it's much harder to hit him, which is really strong and really good for him. Ricochet's probably one of the best, if not the best, star power in the game. He does 80 extra damage every time the ball ricochets off the wall, which is basically every shot you take, because when you hit it off the wall, that's his special. That's what Ricochet does. And Crow, it's a passive star power. It minuses 10% of an enemy. And yeah, guys, those are just my tips on the best brawlers to upgrade and the worst to stay from at the moment. I'll bring a video on that in the future, and I'll bring a lot more tips and tricks for you guys. But for this time being, I'd like to thank you guys so much for the support so far. I'm sorry and I apologize for not uploading in a few months. I've just been really busy and caught up with my life. And yeah, I'm gonna really try and update you guys a lot and send a lot of videos out there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Join Scorch Supreme, like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.